Good morning children. In the previous class, we know about the plants preparing and storing food, some subtopics. Those are parts, food for plants and parts of a leaf. How do plants use their food and some unusual plants. So, next we can go through the experiments about this food for plants. The first experiment is, does a green leaf have starch? In the step 1, we will take a fallen leaf and the next bleach the leaf by first boiling it in a water and boiling it in a alcohol. So we can take one beaker and also in that we are having the leaf inside that, and from the underside we are burning this, and after this boiling again we will have a test tube. In that again the leaf and the alcohol mixture we are burning this, and the next in the step 3 we can wash this leaf in a cold water. So wash it in the cold water, and next in the step 4 we add a few drops of iodine. So in the conclusion we can know that why you added iodine to the bleached leaf, it turns a blue or black. This shows that starch is present in a green leaf. So in this first experiment we can know that the green leaf is having a starch. In the second experiment, is the sunlight needed for photosynthesis? Okay. So take a pottery, take a healthy potted plant and keep it in the dark by about 24 hours. Okay, in the 24 hours we are keeping this a potted plant in the dark room. Okay, after that take out and cover one of its leaf partly with a strip of black paper and keep the plant out in the sunlight for 4 to 5 hours. So we can see here children, see, for the leaf we have stripped a black paper. Okay, we have kept this potted plant in the sunlight. So if we now take out this leaf, and again as in the experiment 1 we have to take a beaker and boil it in the water, and in the same way again we can, the second step we can take a test tube, again we are mixing this leaf in the alcohol, again we boil it and keep it in the step 4 wash it in the cold water and add a few drops of iodine. So what happens now, see, so already we know that here we have stripped a black paper. Okay now, so in the conclusion, the part of a leaf that was covered with a black paper does not turn blue or black. So what we can know now, this part of a leaf does not contain starch because it did not get any sunlight. So the remaining part of all the part is having the rays of a sunlight, but here the strip of paper is not having the sunlight, so it is not turned into blue or black. So sunlight is needed for photosynthesis. And we can go further experiment, is chlorophyll needed for photosynthesis? Okay now, so chlorophyll is needed to prepare the food for plants. So now we can know, is chlorophyll needed for photosynthesis? So in step 1 we will take a leaf, take a callus leaf, draw it in outline on a sheet of a paper and mark the green and non-green areas. So if we take a leaf and draw like this, okay now, in the step 2 what we will do, as usual we will take a beaker and boil it. Okay now, and again we are taking alcohol and in the beaker and we are boiling again. And step 3, wash it in cold water as usual and add a few drops of iodine. And in the step 4 what happens, with the help of a paper outline find out which part of the leaf turns blue or black. Okay, now we can find here what happens, its color is blue or black. So at the conclusion what we can know, the part of a leaf which are green in color shows the presence of starch. So here the leaf which is having green in color is having starch, and this show the green substance, that is chlorophyll, is needed for photosynthesis to prepare a food for plants. Children, and next the subtopic is energy flow in living things. So how we can get this energy? So we need energy for every activity we do. This energy comes from food. So if we want to need food, what happens? This food is prepared by green plants. So green plants trap the sun energy during photosynthesis to prepare food. This energy is passed on to humans and animals when they eat the plants. So here in this picture we can see the human is eating some food, that is carrot. Okay now, it is from plants. Okay, we have some roots and stems in this. So how from the trees we are getting the food and oxygen, and we are leaving out carbon dioxide. Okay now, and in the same way the trees are absorbing this sunlight. Okay now, and also animals, see here the animal also eating this grass, and it is also leaving out carbon dioxide and taking oxygen. Okay now, this is a process for the energy flow in living things to live. So we are getting the food from plants and we are taking it. This energy is passed on to humans and animals when they eat this plants. Already we know that. This way energy flows from the sun to plants and then to animals and human beings. So here we can see the humans and also animals are, the plants and animals includes humans, depend on each other. And the next topic is animals and plants depend on each other. Yes. Animals and plants depend on each other for survival. To live, they are depending on both animals and plants. Animals and humans need food to eat and oxygen to breathe. Okay, what they need first of all? To live, they need oxygen. So, the plants are giving out, or plants or trees, they are giving oxygen, we are leaving out carbon dioxide. The plants give them this food and oxygen. Okay, who are giving this? Plants. Plants are giving food and oxygen to the human beings, as in the same way for plants and animals also. The plants need carbon dioxide to prepare food. Okay, who needs? Plants need carbon dioxide and human beings need oxygen. Animals and humans breathe out carbon dioxide. This is used by plants. So, here the humans are using oxygen and the plants are using carbon dioxide to prepare their food. So, plants and animals including humans depend on each other. This is the survival of animals and plants depend on each other. And the next topic is balance in nature. Okay, to maintain the balance of plants and animals in nature, we can see a balance needs to be maintained between the number of plants and animals. That means we are having number of trees and also number of animals. To maintain this balance, we can see what will happen if there is a sudden increase in the number of animals. Okay, if the animals are increasing in number, what happens? Plants may not be able to supply enough food and oxygen to all the animals, or if there is a sudden increase in the number of plants, the carbon dioxide breathed out by the animals may not be enough for the plants. So, what is the point here, children? If the number of animals increase, so the plants can supply oxygen, or if the plants are increasing, the animals are low, then they can supply the carbon dioxide. So, we can see here. Similarly, if there is a sudden decrease in the number of either plants or animals, it will disturb the balance in nature. So, if animals or plants, if both are decreasing or increasing, there will be a imbalance both in these plants and animals. Okay now. To maintain this balance in nature, we have to protect both plants and also animal life. So, to maintain the balance in nature, we have to protect the plants and also animals. Under wildlife protection programs, wild animals are given a special protection in forest reserves, national parks and also sanctuaries. Programs like Vana Mahotsav help to promote the plants of trees, and people are made aware of harmful effects caused by the continuous cutting down of trees. So children, what we have to do? We should not cut down the trees. Main thing, it is a main thing to the animals, plants and also human beings. We are protecting from these mainly plants. Okay, why? We are getting this oxygen from the plants and we are leaving out carbon dioxide. If the plants are not there, what happens? The survival of oxygen will be low. So it is dangerous to us. So if we plant more trees, okay, our environment is also good. If life on earth has to go on, a balance in nature must be maintained. That means if we want to live a long life, so we have to plant more trees and we have to cut down of trees should be prevented. That is a lesson for plants preparing and storing food. We have completed the lesson now, children. So next in the WhatsApp I will give you the lesson and follow this, and thank you for watching this video.